Hey everybody, it's Jana with Stampin Ink, and thank you for joining me today. We are doing our day 12. Oh, nope, sorry, no. What day are we on? Day 10. Day 10 of our 12 days of Christmas. Yay! Today we're going to be using the Golden Greenery stamp set or bundle stamp set dies and the gold and I can't remember the name of it. It's the designer series paper that goes with this particular bundle, and it's called Seasons of Green and Gold. There we go. So if this is your first time joining me, my name is Jana Edwards. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I come on about once a week. It's been every day for the last few weeks now because I've been doing the 12 days of Christmas. But I come on and teach you how to use Stampin' Up! Products. I show you Stampin' Up! Products and teach you how to create cards and different projects, cards, mini, card holders, little. I'm going to try 2025. I have it on my schedule. I'm going to try to start maybe doing some little mini scrapbooks and things like that. But I wanted to come on today and we're going to be creating a gift card holder for your gift giving using the Golden Greenery Bundle and the Seasons of Golden Green Designer Series paper. The new January through April mini catalog will be coming out. It goes live, I think it's January the 7th. I believe, yes, January the 7th through May the 5th is when this catalog will be live. If you would like a copy of the catalog, there's a link in the description box for you to go and request that catalog from me. It'll just ask a few basic questions like your name, address, so that I know where to send the catalog. Also, at the same time, from January 7th through February the 28th, we're having celebration. So that means that any order of $60. So if you order $60 worth of product, you're going to get to choose one free item out of this catalog for every $60. There are some products in this little mini catalog that if you spend $120, you can get those items, or you can choose two of the $60 items, just depending on it's your choice, what you want. But if you would like to get either one of these catalogs, I'm going to be sending these out either next week or probably after Christmas, maybe. I'll be sending these out in the mail. If you would like a catalog, just click the link in the description box, and I'll make sure to get one of these in the mail to you. Okay, so there's that. Today we are going to be using the Golden Greenery Bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies. And there are some dies missing because I took them out. I've got them setting over to the side in my little bowl because these are the ones that we are using today. And we'll need these to cut out I think I pre-cut them. But so I used these images to cut out the dies that we're using today. Okay. We're going to be using this stamp set, this bundle. We're going to be using the Greetings of the Seasons stamp set. And we're also going to be using the Greetings of the Seasons dies. If you're joining me today, if you're here watching live, leave me a comment. I always like to know who's here watching and chit chat back and forth with you. We are also going to be using, this is the paper from the, what did I call it? Look at it. I can't remember for the life of me. I think Seasons of Green and Gold's paper. This is one, I just pulled out one sheet from the pack. I think you get 2 sheets of each one, but this is front and back. And you have, this is the back side. Look at those pretty gold images. And then you have just a regular polka dot. Some of them are just your basic colors. And then the other side has the pretty shiny gold. This is what we'll be using for the next few days. Well, actually this week, this is our product for the week. And we'll be incorporating this product into our 12 days of Christmas until Thursday. I won't be live on Wednesday. I may have a video, like a preloaded video for you, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. I really like being live here with everybody. Hey Elizabeth. I don't know if I should call you Buffy or Elizabeth because, you know, your name shows up as Elizabeth, but I don't know how many people call you Buffy anymore. So just let me know if you would rather me call you Elizabeth or if Buffy's okay. I hope you had a good weekend. This is the project that we're going to be creating today. It is a really cute gift card holder. Say that 10 times real fast. But it's pretty easy. It's just a little bit of stamping, and we're going to be cutting these. We've cut these images out of the paper, and I'll show you. It's really cute. You can either stamp them or the dies line up with the actual designer series paper. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you the measurements on the screen really quickly so you can take a screenshot of these if you would like. These are the measurements that we're going to be using today. So take a screenshot of those. I'll leave them up for just a second. Let me get back to my other screen here. Okay, there we go. So this is what we're going to be creating today. So you're going to start with a base piece. I'm going to pull out all my pieces here. Okay, Buffy's good then. Okay, so we're starting with a base of 5.5 by 4.25 of Mossy Meadow. And then we're going to take a piece of Very Vanilla, which is 5.25 by 4. We're going to layer that right on top of there. I'm going to go ahead and get this base ready. I'm going to start just gluing it down. I'm going to use my liquid glue today. I'm kind of in a green glue mood. Since I have so many layers, the green glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room so you can get your layers straight. There's a lot of layers in this card. Just lay it down and wiggle it around, get it where you want it. So that's our first layer. And then the second layer is a piece of the designer series paper. That's 5 1/8. No, sorry, 5 1/8. Is that right? 5 1/8. I'm hoping my measurements are right. Yes, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. You need to come see me sometime, Buff, and we can hang out in the craft room. It's changed a lot in the last the last year. I repainted, we closed up that hole, that doorway that was in the wall. We closed that up and put up a shiplap wall back there. So that whole wall, this whole wall behind me is covered in scrapbooking stuff. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set that aside. Then you're going to start with a piece of 9 3/4 by 4 1/4 inch cardstock, and you're going to score it at 3.5 and 6.5. And when you get down to the 6.5 side, just cut about, so you'll score it like this. You'll score at 3.5. So you'll run your score lines at 3.5. Hold on, I think I did this Yeah, so you'll go 3.5, 3.5, and then you'll score again at 6.5. And then when you come down to the 6.5 side, cut just a smidge off, not maybe a 1/16 of an inch, so that when your card folds up this way, this score line will be able to fold flush. Otherwise, it bumps up against this edge, and it's a little not difficult, but it does make your card stay open, you know, a little more. It gives that, there's some bulk under there, and so it just keeps your card from closing right. So I just cut off a little bitty edge there. All right. Now we're going to go and we're going to do some stamping. So we're going to work on the inside. I'm going to grab my this is two-step stamping, which is my favorite. I love, love, love this one because there's no coloring and you use the same color of ink pad and you just stamp off. So I'm going to grab my grid paper so that when I stamp off, I'll have something to stamp off on. So you have a detailed image, and then you have what I call a filler image. So this is going to be a solid image. It's like a shadow image, I guess. So I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow ink, and I'm going to ink up my detailed image. And I'm going to stamp full strength right about here. Okay, then I'm going to take my filler, the shadow image, and I'm going to stamp off and then line it up and stamp over. You see how it gives that contrast of color there? Then I'm going to come up here to the top and do the same thing. I'm going to grab this upper, I tell you what, I'm going to turn it around this way. And we're going to stamp just like this, full strength. Stamp off. And then line it up and stamp over. All right. Then you'll want the sentiment that says, "It's the most wonderful time of year," from the Greetings of the Season stamp set. And I'm going to stamp this, flip it back over because I want to work on this center section here. I'm going to stamp this in Old Olive. There we go. Then close this up so I don't stick my fingers in it anymore. Then you want to grab your piece of cardstock that is 1 3/4 by 4 1/8, and I like to measure where my center is going to be. So 4 1/8. And I'm just going to line that up in the center of my punch. You're going to punch out your little pull tab. And this is just a 1-inch punch. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these, but they don't sell them anymore. They sell dies that have 1-inch punches in them, or if you have a 1-inch punch or a 1.5 inch or even a 1/2 inch, you just use what you have, okay? I'm going to grab my tearing tape and my silicone mat. And then I'm going to put tearing tape at the top, down the bottom edge, and then to the left side. You want to use tearing tape because it holds really well. And this tear tape's a little wide, so you're going to want to layer it kind of in the center of the strip of tear and tape. You don't have to worry because you can fold it backwards on itself. I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. I'm going to add a strip here. Yes, I like doing the gift card holder too, just creating your own instead of, just buying one of the ones at the store. I like that idea too. And they're just quick and easy to put together too, you know? And I'm already giving you the measurements, so you should be able to go home and just throw a bunch of these together, right? So I just folded that adhesive right back on top of itself. See how the edge is right there? And so you just take and fold it right back up on top of itself. I used liquid adhesive on my sample and it worked just fine too, but sometimes if you move your piece of cardstock around, that adhesive is going to it could smear and get up at the top somewhere where you don't want it and end up holding your pocket shut. And think of what I was trying to say. And then we're just going to make sure we have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around and just adhere that down. I like to take my bone folder and just open the paper a little bit, break down those fibers a little bit so that it's not so tight when you try to add your gift card in. And it's a gift card just fine. That's actually my Caremark card for my prescriptions. It's the only thing I had available, readily available. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fold that down. Oh, all right. Now I want to take the other stamp sets. I'm using, let me show you. I used this image to do these little, it's like a fern, right? So, or evergreen, I guess, or it could even be a fern if you use different colors. So I used the evergreen, these two evergreens here. And now for the back side, so when you fold it, I'm going to stamp on this one in this corner here so that when it's folded up, you can see it. And see how that is right there on the sample. So I'm going to stamp. I need to turn it this way if it's going to go up, right? But for that, I'm going to use these two right here. These look like little hearts to me. So you could actually even use this set to do a Valentine's Day card. You could use these like floating hearts or something. So I'm going to grab this, my Mossy Meadow ink again. And this folds up, so I want it to be towards the top. I'm confused now. Yes. We're going to stamp just right here in this corner. Okay? So I'm going to stamp it right here towards where the fold is at, towards the bottom there. All right. We are going to go full strength with the detail image right here. Then with the filler image, we're going to stamp off. Line it up best you can. And there you go. So that when it folds up, it folds in like this. Okay. Oh, and I just stuck my thumb. Horrible. See? I'm terrible with these things. Hold, please. Let me wipe this off my fingers. Oh, that would be sweet for your, yeah, for your in-laws. That would be sweet. We've got some kids that like my best friend's kids that we usually give gift cards to. So I'll probably make some, I'll use different paper, of course, but I will make some of these for them too. I thought this week I would focus on really cute like gift card holders for, okay, I just got that everywhere. It's a good thing this is water-based paint, so when I wash my hands, this will all come off. All right, so now that we have it all folded up, it's all complete, we have it folded, we're gonna fold it up. I'm gonna burnish my edges really well. And you wanna make sure, this paper to me is directional, right? So I think that the hearts on this should be facing up. So I make sure that they're facing up. And then you want to make sure that when you adhere it down, you're adhering this center section on the back. And just make sure it's going the right way when you see, like I would have put that on upside down. Okay. And again, we're using the liquid glue so that way we can move it around on our card front and just get it centered. Just like that. Okay, that looks good to me. Now I'm taking a piece of, this is 4x3 Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to layer it right on top of this very vanilla, I don't know what you call this, flip part of, I don't know that there's an official name, but it's the flip up. We're going to layer that on the front. And then you'll take another piece of the designer series paper that is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. I love this gingham. Just gonna layer that on top. Then I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna grab my paper that I used. So I used this piece of designer series paper and then took the evergreen die from the set, and I took the other two. I took the heart die and lined it up, and then took this section also. Now I'm going to be cutting off this edge, or you can even use the ones that are on the edges, like this piece here. You could cut this one out and then just cover up that unfinished edge on your card front. Okay, so I went ahead and did that, and I think I have a few pieces that are like that. I went ahead and cut them out. I'm going to grab my silicone mat. But you see how this piece right here, one of the sections is gone on that little heart? That's gone. And then this one is a whole fern. So when I layer it, I will just put it this way, right? So that edge is covered up. Okay. You'll want to take your card front and get these positioned how you want them. And just remember, you want to come down far enough on your card front that when this folds up, you don't want this sticking over too much, because when you fold it up, it's going to catch right here on your fold. Now you can come off the sides if you would like, as far as you want. But just remember that at the top here, you have to be careful how it's, hanging off. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut just this little section right there, because it's going to be covered up by our sentiment. Do I like it tucked under or on top? I think I like it on top. Yeah, I think I like that on top, because we're going to layer our little tag with the sentiment on it right about here. I may move it over. So, all right. Start gluing. And I didn't even add glue to the whole thing. Just making sure that that edge is covered up well. And then I'm going to layer this one right there. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and let it dry for a minute. And I have a little die from the Seasons Greetings of the Seasons dies. I think we've used this on a couple of the other projects. Very, very versatile. I just used this little tag right here. I'm going to grab from the Greetings of the Seasons stamp set. I am using, what did I use on the front? I am using the Love and Joy. And I'm going to stamp it in Mossy Meadow. This one, I went catty-cornered, I guess. So it's not, the saying's not straight up and down, it's kind of off to the side. I like the way that looks. I'm using some gold twisted thread, and I'm just twisting it around my fingers. Well, one, two, two. Okay. I need my, I can't find my, remember we bought bow makers, my little bow maker that we used to have. You probably still have yours, Buffy. I don't know where mine's at. All right, so I just took that and twisted it together. I'm going to flip my sentiment over, and I'm just going to tape this down right in the center. Okay, so we have the twine right like this on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals, And I'm going to add just two dimensionals to the back of this. And put my sentiment right there. And then I'm going to take some more of the twine and I'm going to tie just a little bow. I really like this. We have some gold cord and I like the twine better. I'm going to grab a glue dot and I'm going to just fold it over on itself and just make a little ball out of it and stick it right to the back of the bow. And then put the bow right in that hole on the tag. And there you have it. Really cute, nice way to give a gift card in under 30 minutes, right? So you have all the measurements. I'll post this on my blog today too, so that all the measurements will be there as well. But if you have any questions, just feel free to, yeah, the Bodabra. I just saw your comment. Yes, the Bodabra. I don't know where mine's at. And I could really use it this year, I think. Anyway, I'll post the measurements. Like I said, you have the measurements at the beginning of the video. You could always, rewind and take a screenshot of that. But I'll post these on my blog as well. And if you're not part of my email list and you would like to get the updates for classes or the remaining 12 days of Christmas, just go ahead and click the link in the description box. Sign up for my email list. And we'll keep you in the loop of everything that's going on Stampin' Ink wise. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for joining me for the last few days, and I will see you tomorrow. I won't be here Wednesday, but I will be here Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we will finish up the 12 days of Christmas this week. That's all I have for today, and thanks so much for crafting with me. And if you enjoyed the videos, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends so you don't miss any of the other fun craftiness, okay? We will see you guys tomorrow, and have a great afternoon. Bye.